People, welcome back to GCSE Science Boss Question of the Day. Now, this is a re-upload, and the reason for that is because one of my subscribers on YouTube realized there was a scientific error in my previous upload. Okay, thank you for that person. Thank you to that person. I think the person's name is Rajesh. I'm not quite sure, but thank you so much. All right, so I've deleted the one from TikTok, deleted the one from YouTube, and now I'm doing a new video. Okay. So here goes again. We all make mistakes. All right, so the question says the heart is a part of the circulatory system. Name one substance transported by the blood in the circulatory system. And there's several answers that could go there, and I'm going to go with oxygen. Feel free to write carbon dioxide as that's also transported. You could also write hormones. That's also transported. Certain waste products. Okay, lots of substances is transported by the circulatory system. Okay, glucose, water. There's so many substances. All right, lots of answers are accepted there. I'm going to go with oxygen. All right. Now, next question said, which blood vessel, A, B, or C, takes blood to the lungs? And that is definitely B. Now, why is that B? Now, we're going to track the journey of the blood. So, the blood is going to be traveling from the body, all right, after respiration. You have carbon dioxide, which is then released as a part of respiration, which then makes your blood deoxygenated. So you have deoxygenated blood, which is coming from the body. Okay, so that's coming from the body. That's going to travel here. So blood vessel A has to be your vena cava. That's the main vein, all right, which returns blood to the heart. So it then goes to the right atrium, okay, travels down past the valve here, okay, and then that goes to the right ventricle. All right, so we can put RV there. And then the right ventricle is going to pump that blood out to the heart. Okay, this is going to be done via the pulmonary artery. Now, the pulmonary artery is the only artery in the body which carries deoxygenated blood. All right, so that's a fact. So remember that arteries, use the A to remember that arteries carry blood away from the heart. Okay, so all of that is going to happen, and then the blood is going to return from the lungs. It's not going to become oxygenated blood now. Okay, so that's oxygenated blood. All right, and that's coming from the lungs. All right, that's now going to return to the left atrium. It's now going to travel down to the left ventricle. Have a look at the walls of the left ventricle. Notice that it's thicker, and then the blood is going to be pumped out here through C. Therefore, C is going to be your aorta. That was the mistake that was made yesterday. So it says name parts D and parts E. Okay, so D is definitely your left atrium singular. Okay, all right, left, even though it's on the right side, remember that it's flipped around. The diagram is flipped around. All right, and that's not going to be your left ventricle. Okay, that's going to be your left ventricle. All right, now remember that both processes are happening at the same time. All right, so it's taking blood here while blood is being received from the lungs and so forth. So all of that is happening at the same time. All right, now let's look at this. You have three blood vessels, F, G, and H. Which one is blood vessel F? Now look at the size of the lumen. That part is what we call the lumen. So that's the lumen. All right, now notice that the lumen here is larger. So F has to be a vein. Okay, F has to be the vein. All right, good, which means that G is an artery as it has thicker walls, and H is the capillary. All right, I go back and say one thing here, that the oxygenated blood coming from the lungs, that is your pulmonary That's your pulmonary vein. Because remember that blood in the vein, it goes into the heart. All right, so that's what you can use. Remember that the in vein means that it's returned into the heart. Okay, so that's your pulmonary vein. All right, so thank you again. Make sure that you're subscribing to my YouTube channel, or you're also following me on TikTok. Thank you. All right, all the best in your GCSEs.